I want to have fun, classic Rick and Morty adventures like in the old days.
Then we'll get along fine, Fascist Morty.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 TV shows ruined by fans.
Dear Lord, I have never been so impatient to be attacked by a murderous ghost.
For this list, we'll be looking at shows with fans whose bad behavior became bigger news than the show itself. For the record, we're not putting whole fan bases on blast, just ones that, on the whole, could be a little more accountable. What rules do you think fans should abide by? Share your thoughts politely in the comments. Number 10, Sherlock.
The name Sherlock Holmes and the address is 221B Baker Street.
As a detective, Sherlock Holmes' brilliance lies in his attention to detail, which helps him solve cases that leave others stumped. It seems fans of BBC's Sherlock series took that message a little too much to heart. Many became so obsessed with how the show should play out, and any detour risked upsetting them. In an interview, actor Martin Freeman said making the show had become difficult due to fan demands, though he did later clarify his appreciation for the show and its fans.
You are holding yourself to an unreasonable standard.
No, I'm failing to.
Some fans also seem to have difficulty separating characters from the actors who played them, with Molly Hooper actor Louise Brealey speaking out against fan harassment on Twitter.
You've always counted and I've always trusted you. But you were right. I'm not okay.
Being a respectful fan? It should be elementary.
Really elementary.
Number 9, Steven Universe.
It's beautiful. It's going to be blown to oblivion by the cluster if we don't get back to work!
Steven Universe is a heartwarming show that promotes good values like love, acceptance, and musical numbers. So it's quite disheartening to see some fans ignore the show's message.
I want to be friends again, I really do. But I can't let you do this to me again.
The Steven Universe fan base has been described as toxic multiple times. Arguments were started about who was and wasn't allowed to watch the show, rules about who can cosplay as purple aliens, and how fan art is supposed to look. One Tumblr user even received death threats over her fan art. Animator Ian Jones-Quartey spoke out against fan harassment, but some fans took umbrage with this as well. It just goes to show, wholesome shows don't always equal wholesome fans.
You're on timeout! You're gonna stay out here and think about what you did!
Number 8, Game of Thrones.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. There is no middle ground.
Throughout its run, Game of Thrones was a cultural phenomenon. Even during the weaker final seasons, everyone was talking about what was happening in Westeros. However, some fans tended to be more obsessed than others, and their enthusiasm could be hard to take sometimes.
What does it mean? It is old Kiskari Khaleesi. It means mother.
Since the property originated as a book series, some fans would flex their expertise to an obnoxious extent. Others would get too caught up in their theories about what they thought was going to happen to the point that any actual alternative would be blasphemy.
It's not for you to decide.
You are not here to speak!
And like any obsessed fan base, the nitpicking could reach a ridiculous extent.
One word, and I hit you again.
I'm telling Mother!
Game of Thrones might have been fantasy, but some fans needed a reality check. Number 7, Supernatural. Brothers Sam and Dean Winchester encountered plenty of paranormal disturbances during Supernatural's run, but one monster they might have been ill-prepared against is their own fan base.
Are you diagnosing me?
You better hope you can.
Supernatural garnered a devoted following during its 15-season run. As with many cult TV shows, some of these fans got carried away with their adoration. This includes getting too caught up in their own headcanon and believing their shipping and character identity desires must be satisfied.
Try to come up with a theory here, okay? Work with me.
Dean, we have a theory.
Yeah, one with a little less fairy dust on it, please.
Okay, look.
There was also an issue of fans complaining about the show going downhill, yet not being able to give any helpful suggestions for how to improve it.
I can't do it without you.
You can barely do it with me. I mean, you think I screw up everything I try. You think I need a chaperone, remember?
Come on, man, that's not what I meant.
While Supernatural is a show that's easy to get attached to, some fans took their appreciation in an unnatural direction. Number 6, Doctor Who. When a show's fandom has its own Wikipedia page, you know it's passionate.
Can you hear them? All these people who lived in terror of you and your judgment. All these people whose ancestors devoted themselves, sacrificed themselves to you. Can you hear them singing?
While many fans of the Doctor Who revival series are perfectly reasonable in their appreciation of the show, others have used their fandom as a way to be stuck up and otherwise insufferable.
What did she call you? Ryan?
Yeah, Ryan Sinclair.
Good name. Are you a doctor, Ryan?
No.
Shame.
Fans will complain about minor plot inconsistencies, new doctors being introduced, and treat their vision of the show as gospel. Some are so wrapped up in complaining, it's questionable if they even like the show in the first place. We'd rather face the weeping angels than deal with some of these Whovians.
And I know that if she was here now, she'd tell us not to be so sad.
Number 5. Glee.
Santana. Wheels. Gay kid. Come on, move it!
There are so many moments in Glee that are shockingly problematic, and we aren't going to pin those on the fans. However, some Gleeks turn their love for the show into something far more unsettling.
Listen to me. We have never lost sectionals before, and there's no way we're going to do it under my watch. We can, and we will succeed.
A huge issue was getting overzealous about characters, with fans posting mad rants about their dislike for certain characters. Shipping obsession also went too far, with some fans expecting both characters and the actors who play them to be romantically involved.
I know exactly what you're doing right now, okay? We didn't date for that long, and I don't even know how much of it was actually real, but when you get nervous, you get mean, and you get really pale, and then you start putting your hands through your hair like Danny Zuko.
Since many fans were teenagers, it's possible they let their youthful inexperience get the best of them. Hopefully, as they got older, they were able to move past these obsessions. Number 4. Rick and Morty.
Where are we going?
To the day it all began and ended. The moment that changed everything.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Rick and Morty is an endlessly inventive and incredibly smart series. Unfortunately, some fans are under the impression that liking the show means they have some kind of intellectual superiority over others, and they've acted out in truly reprehensible ways.
I want that Mulan McNugget sauce, Morty. That's my series arc, Morty. If it takes 9 seasons, I want my McNugget dipping sauce Szechuan sauce, Morty.
When McDonald's brought back Szechuan sauce following a fan campaign, they were overrun by Rick and Morty fans who were outraged about their limited supply. This led to some physical altercations. Female staff writers have also been harassed and doxxed. Even co-creator Dan Harmon has voiced his extreme displeasure with these types of fans. Being smart is great, but being kind and respectful is even more important.
This was insane! That was pure luck! I was not in control of that situation at all!
Number 3. My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic.
Whoa! What the heck?
It's not completely unusual for adults to enjoy entertainment targeted at children, but some My Little Pony fans take their appreciation to a disturbing extreme.
There's so many different types of people in the world who enjoy various different things, and as long as it makes someone happy and doesn't hurt them, what does it matter?
Some grown-up fans of the show, commonly known as bronies, have created adult drawings featuring the show's characters and have used their fandom to promote racism and misogyny. It's disgusting to think of such a wholesome show being exploited for such toxic purposes. While not all bronies are problematic, those that are end up making everyone else look bad by association.
When Nightmare Moon was banished, not every last bit of her dark magic went with her.
Friendship is magic. Being intolerant and abusive, not so much. Number 2. Lost. Lost revolutionized how fans consume and discuss TV series, with message boards and chat rooms being filled with new theories minutes after episodes finished airing. But while fandom helped make Lost a phenomenon, it also may have sabotaged the show.
You either have very good aim or very bad aim, Mr. Locke. His name is Locke.
Fans' obsession with breaking down episodes piece by piece and espousing convoluted theories made the show seem more like a science project than entertainment. The Onion even made a video making fun of these diehard fans.
If you thought Lost fans were intolerable before,
we have to go back.
Get ready. They're about to get even worse.
Lost was a great show, but its fan base showed the very fine line between liking something and obsessing over it.
We made a mistake.
I have to go.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Voltron, Legendary Defender.
I am such a big fan of the show. I can't believe we're here.
Criticizing a show and some of the decisions of its creators isn't inherently a problem and can even help fans remember to not hold shows to unreasonable ideals. However, some fans of the Netflix mecha series and 80s cartoon revival Voltron Legendary Defender displayed their dissatisfaction in indefensible ways. Many fans were upset over how LGBTQ characters were portrayed, and some went as far as sending death threats to actors and showrunners, as well as threatening to leak sensitive information about the series unless shipping demands were met.
The blue line's with me, and we're very happy together. Very happy!
Here's a good rule of thumb for being a good fan. If your fandom of a show is causing you to commit felonies, maybe you should take some time to reflect upon your relationship with it.
Thank you, Lance. Speaking with you has actually made me feel better.
What do you mean, actually?
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.